Good afternoon, everybody. This is a recap of the Tuesday, November 22nd County Board regular session. Called the meeting to order at 2:30, and we immediately recited the pledge and approved our agenda. There was some additional information that was given to the board for our presentation from the land department, and we did a add-on to the agenda for a contract for our public defender. So we moved on, approved the agenda, and approved our minutes, and there were two sets of minutes to take motion on, and that would be for Thursday, November 10th, regular board session, and Tuesday, November 15th, county board work session. On to our consent agenda, there were 6 items, and all 6 of these had previously been discussed at the work session last week. We adopted a resolution for the 2023 schedule of the Itasca County Board meetings. And the only thing unusual there, obviously we have our regular board every Tuesday at 2:30, is that the 4th of July falls on a Tuesday this year. So we moved that meeting to Wednesday, July 5th. Same time, same place, but Wednesday, July 5th. That was approved. Then we adopted a resolution for per diems paid to county commissioners, and the commissioners really don't receive any type of per diem. We do receive mileage, so that was the only thing that fell under the per diem. Number 3, we adopted a resolution for reimbursable expenses. Number 4, authorized the IM Care Director and County Board Chair to assign a provider participation agreement between IM Care and Always in Motion Chiropractic and Wellness, so a contract for 2023 for that. Number 5, we approved a service contract between Itasca County and the Ag Association for the 2023 property management services at the Fairgrounds Park. We contract so that they can do the mowing and the maintenance that's necessary out there to keep it looking nice. And that was for $66,000, and that's paid out of our park account. And the last thing on the consent was to adopt the Mississippi River Grand Rapids Memorandum of Agreement and authorize those signatures. On to our regular agenda, read the background for our public input, and there was no input, called 3 times. So we moved on to recognition of our county employees, and we had 3 that are new employees to the county. We welcomed them, and there were 3 that actually left our employment. So we thank them for the services that they had provided. Next, we heard our commissioner warrants from Gail Guck, and the amount was $1,452,008, and that was approved. On to our Health and Human Service warrants for the period, and that was $1,495,789, and that also was approved. We had an update on our county-based purchasing IM Care Division by Peggy Roskick, and what the board learned was that, through this pandemic and to date currently, that individuals that are on the IM Care system, the county is not allowed to reevaluate at this point until the pandemic is declared no longer in existence. So we have grown from just shy of 8,000 participants to almost 10,000. So a little concern to the board with what the cost might be. But again, we'll have to reevaluate once the pandemic emergency is released. We then moved on to consideration of a 2023 provider request agreement from ARP funding, and this was a late request by one of our youth service providers in the county to ask for a higher rate, number one, because the county needs to negotiate with them to set out of county rates, and also what rates we will pay. And so 2 weeks ago at our work session, or regular session, there was a subcommittee that was created, 2 commissioners, our administrator, and our Health and Human Service Director to investigate the issue and come back with a recommendation. The recommendation was then to approve a small increase in 4 of our major four of the major service providers in the county, which deal with chemical dependency, mental health, both adult and youth. So that was approved. And it was one-time funding from our ARPA funding. So next year, if they are seeking increases, they'll need to come back through the budget process and ask for that increase. And next we heard Mr. Skiles, our administrator, presented ECPN application. And that basically is money that if the county budgets money towards our publicly owned nursing home, the feds would match that money ×2. And the board did agree to exceed what we had budgeted by the amount of about $140,000, and it was agreed that that would come out of general reserves to assist the nursing home. Number two, last then on the regular agenda before the add-on was the Land Department 2021 annual report, and it was a really comprehensive report. Talked about everything we do in the Land Department, from timber management, timber production, timber harvest, to the recreation pieces in skiing and snowmobiling and ATV that we manage in the county. So it was a great report, and if anybody's interested, that report is online. You go to the Itasca County website, click on the Land Department site, and that report will be posted. It's very informational. And also, there is a board of directors that for our Park and Rec department that manages and gives direction to the Park and Rec department, and there's 2 openings. So I just encourage anybody that might be interested in serving on that board to get a hold of our administration department, and they can help you with the application process. Then we moved on to the add-on, and that was our court-appointed attorney contract. We, in the past, have had 3 court-appointed attorneys. One left service, went to another area, so we needed to find one more, and we did. So basically, this is just a 1-year extension with an additional person, and that contract will be reestablished and redeveloped in 2023. And that was the last thing to be heard. We didn't have a closed session, so we adjourned our meeting at 3:40. Everybody have a great afternoon and be safe through our Thanksgiving weekend. Thank you.